Welcome back to another base building tutorial. Today's base is the Pacific. The Pacific is a 2x1 bunker base with multiple bunkers that are spread out through the whole base. The Pacific samples ideas from my base the Elysium, with the floor plan being heavily inspired by Crow's Cobra. The link to his channel will be in the description. This base build's cost is incredibly effective with what you're getting, for a duo or a trio looking to dominate an official server with offline and online protection. Hold on a sec there. Before I get into the tutorial, I would like to introduce the perfect gift for the holidays. The Pacific starts off as a basic 2x1, then expanding out into the rest of the floor plan, then the peaks, then the compound bedrooms, and finally the external TCs. Full build cost and upkeep is now on the screen. This base is somewhat expensive, but is very manageable to set down in a duo or a trio on an official server, and what you're getting in return is more than worth it. Now into the tour. As you can see, we're still using the mini Satori style disconnectables. There is word that these might be patched soon. If that does happen, I will make a replacement video for new externals. These gatehouses are very cheap yet effectable, with peaks leading into the compound. Also, both doors allow you to create an airlock, meaning that nobody can go deep. The way I have my compound set up, it is quite cramped. You do not have to build it like this. I just prefer small compounds. You can build it as much as you want, but this will be a very easy compound to seal. On either side of the base, there are compound bedrooms that let you get back into the fight very quickly. There's also an identical bedroom on the other side of the base. Into the airlock that leads into the skirt, there are peaks that allow you to protect your furnaces or hold any breaches during your raid. Up the ladder we walk to the second floor. As you can see, there's a 4-box loot room directly on your right for any Dropbox loot storage. Our first set of bunkers are the ones that lead into the secret bunker. To offset this, just place a roof here, which will destroy the floor under and above. The floor above leads up to the third floor, underneath the secret bunker. To replace, just break the ramp and then replace the floor. Up this jump up, there's just some ankle biter peak up into the third floor to kill anyone that may have breached this room. Underneath is the offset bunker that's going to lead directly into the 2x1. To offset this bunker, just destroy the door frame and then the stability will break the floor. Upkeep is very manageable for the size of the base. To replace the bunker, you must place the door frame pointing as I do. If not, it won't connect properly and you won't be able to place the twig floor. Finally, into the third floor. This is where you're going to be keeping the majority of your loot. This just has plenty of storage and is right underneath the shooting floor. I'll quickly show again how the bunker works up into the third floor. Up the jump up, there's another ankle biter peak. This is just going to help you retake your shooting floor in case it gets overrun. This floor consists of 2 bedrooms and a spot for a second battery if needed. The peaks on the shooting floor are very strong. There are barely any blind spots and give you tons of visibility to kill any raider. On the double door, this is how you're going to get up to your roof. There is a jump up right here. This also allows you to see into your shooting floor and onto your roof to retake either one of them if you so please. Over here is a vending machine roof bunker. Just as an editor's note, you will only be placing one vending machine instead of two. Placing two allows you to loot them. If it's just one, you cannot. Now that's a tour of the entire base. We'll just jump right into the tutorial. The starter is just a basic 2x1. I recommend placing a double door frame instead of a single door frame here for later on. Place the TC in this corner like how I do to maximize box space. And then you can come outside over here and build yourself your shelf. After every building segment, I will take a tour through the base to show every optimal upgrade or what I would do if I was building the base on a server. This bunker can be very difficult to build for beginners, so listen attentively. Place triangle foundations on both sides here. Just keep them wood for now as to not waste any stone. Build these two triangles. This is going to be where your jump up's going to be. You're going to build this first before the bunker, as to not mess anything up. Place two walls to wall yourself in, then place a jump up with a door frame, and then place a floor frame where the jump up is. For the bunker, you're going to place a triangle here, then a square, and then build out 9 triangles. At the end of your build, place a square and delete all the triangles and squares on the way back, except the square you just placed. Then you're just going to build back with squares. Now here's the tricky part. You're going to need to place your triangle foundation, but you're going to make sure that the triangle foundation is pointed towards the 2x1. You'll see that I mess up multiple times, but eventually I get it. You'll notice the lines are going to be pointed forward instead of off to the side. As you can see, the lines are straight and parallel to the squares you just placed. This is how you know you've done it right. Then you're going to build out a square and then build out another 9 triangles and repeat the same process. When placing the final square, you want to make sure it attaches to the square, not the triangle. To do this, look down so you can only see the square and then place the square. Then on top of that, you're going to place 2 half walls and then a triangle on top. Over here, you can put some twig or some wood just as a temporary jump up. You're going to upgrade this triangle and place the other one on top of it. Make sure the lines are pointing off away from the base. And then you should be able to place a triangle inside the socket. If you can't do this, just erase it all and try again. Now we're going to start construction on the 2nd floor. We're going to start with the ankle biter peak that's going to go into the 3rd floor. Make sure that everything that will be showing on the 3rd floor is upgraded to armored. If not, it's going to just defeat the purpose of the bunker and make it a lot cheaper to raid. When placing any door frames that are connected to the bunker, you're going to need to place it on the inside as to not ruin the bunker. Now we're just going to build a honeycomb on this side of the base. This side by the half walls is going to be where one of your entrances onto the second floor is going to be. So make sure that you have a door frame instead of a wall on the side that the triangle jump up is on. Until you have ladder BP, you can just place a furnace here. It works just as well. Now we're just going to finish up the honeycombing. This is going to turn into a 4-box loot room as well. Flipping the ramps around like this will force the player to destroy them if they break through the wall, making it not one wall inside your base. Theoretically, it's being 2. Now just place doors and roofs to section this part of the base off. In this section, we're going to build the second bunker on the other side, but just before we do that, we're going to bring up the honeycomb ring on both sides of the base. This bunker is very similar to the other one, but just a little easier. Make sure the jump up is on the same side as the double door in the other one, because you want both of your bunkers to be on opposite sides. Upgrade everything around this bunker to armored. This other triangle is going to be your shelf for your boxes. Just as we did before, we're going to place a twig triangle, square, and then build out 11 instead of 9 triangles. Then place a square, and then just build all the way back. And repeat the same process you did on the other one. Once again, make sure the triangle is pointed towards in. You'll see that I get this one almost right away. For this one, just make sure the lines are pointed towards the 2x1. Looking back into this, I don't know why I'm being such a bot when it comes to placing these. Place on the first try, just place on the left triangle. Then once again, you're going to place a square and then build out another 11 triangles, and then come all the way back. Same as last time, make sure you place the square on the square that you're standing on instead of the triangle. Then again, 2 half walls and the floor. This time you're going to destroy all the twig and then replace the final square. This is important to do that, so do not skip this step. We're going to place a wall on the right side with a door frame on the left side. Now we're going to just build our jump up onto the 3rd floor. Don't forget to put the door frame on the left. This is going to be your second jump up onto the 2nd floor. Make sure you jump down here when placing the door frame so it connects to the 2 half walls. Also, make sure the triangle that you're placing in once again points towards the 2x1. Then you're going to build your honeycombing and where you're going to place the ramp. Then just to finish it all up, you're just going to wall in over the second floor. The third floor is pretty self-explanatory, so I won't talk much. You're just honeycombing everything in and building in the other room. This window is going to be your ankle biter peek onto the shooting floor. Just gonna do some basic furnishing inside this. This part of the honeycomb is very important for the shooting floor. We can't place a full wall here because we're going to need to place a full square on top of it. So we're just going to place a half wall and a low wall on top. This will still block most of the rocket. How to build the wide gaps is something that's hard to explain, so I'm just going to show you how to build them. They'll come across a lot more clear and you'll have a lot less questions. Make sure you place the base of the skirt on top of the base. If not, the wide gaps will decay. Don't forget, you're going to replicate exactly what you're doing on the other side of the base. If you plan on finishing the compound before you finish the main base, skip to the time on screen. This is going to show you how to build the compound bedrooms. Now you're just going to bring up the floor frames up to the shooting floor. For the one in the front, just bring it up so it's half height length to the wall. Place windows just like I do. I recommend you place these roofs before you place the actual roof. It makes them a lot more difficult to place. Now we're going to build where the bedrooms are and the spare battery. Place door frames all the way around the shooting floor. This is going to improve stability on the roof. Don't forget to build your windmill, of course. This is just going to be in the center of the base. We're just going to build it up too high. Remember, do not place more than one vending machine. If you do, any player will be able to walk up to them and loot them. I did not figure this out until after I'd already recorded the build. Finally, we're going to build the compound bedrooms. You can build these a lot sooner if you'd like to get your compound up a lot earlier in the game, which I highly recommend.